Hello friends, this is Akash Misar here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Mechanical Engineering Make Easy. Okay, and we are moving with manufacturing. This is 33rd lecture, and in previous lecture we have completed the CNC codes, and now we are moving with advanced machining processes. But before that, please like, share and subscribe, and if you haven't shared up till now to your friends, then please share, because I am sharing too much great information on YouTube which is free of cost. And if you will go to purchase such a course from any online coaching also, then you need to have to invest the money which will be too much higher. That's why I am giving you this all content free of cost on YouTube. So watch my all videos. I have designed separate playlists for all separate subjects. Okay, so let's begin. Ultrasonic machining. Okay, we are moving with advanced machining processes. What is the meaning of advanced machining processes? Means we have the conventional machining like lathe machine, CNC machine, and milling machine, etc., etc. By using that machines, we are going to do conventional machining. We need to develop the component. Okay, but what is the meaning of advanced machining processes? Means we have developed some machining processes apart from this lathe, milling, and etc. We with the help of that machining processes, we can do a machining operation and we can generate the products which will be efficient as compared to our conventional machining. Okay, so the first machining that I am going to discuss today, that is nothing but ultrasonic machining. Okay, what is ultrasonic machining? Okay, this is the figure, basic figure I am showing here. This is workpiece. Okay, then this is tool which is vibrates. Okay, tool vibrates at very high frequency. Okay, ultrasonic vibrations will be created. Ultrasonic waves, because of ultrasonic waves the vibration will be created here, and because of that vibrations, what will happen? The abrasive slurry is passing from here. Abrasive. Okay, abrasive slurry, and because of this abrasive particles present here and the vibrations, that particles will penetrate and again release, penetrate, release, penetrate, release. Because of this the cutting action will happen, and that will be removed from here. Okay, this is the basic principle of ultrasonic machining. Means ultrasonic vibrator, we can call the tool as the ultrasonic vibrator, and that ultrasonic vibrator vibrates, and because of that the cutting action will happen because of abrasive slurry. Okay, so what is the frequency of that vibration? That frequency of vibration is too much high, which is 20 to 30 kilohertz. Okay, that frequency is 20 to 30 kilohertz, too much high frequency is there. And amplitude of vibration, okay, amplitude of vibration is 50 to 150 micrometer. Means amplitude is not too much high, but frequency is too much high. And if at the same location we are imparting periodically, so that will cause the cutting action there. Okay, this is the basic principle of ultrasonic machining. And here what happens, mainly the brittle fracture takes place. Okay, you may be asked in any kind of exam, maybe in GATE exam or other exams, that which kind of mechanism happens here. That is nothing but brittle fracture. Okay, because of brittle fracture the metal cutting occurs and the machining operation takes place. Okay, and for that brittle fracture the we needs to supply ultrasonic vibration to the tool. Ultimately that tool will vibrate and that abrasive particles will be imparted and the brittle fracture will occur and the cutting action will happen. Okay, this is all the sequence of ultrasonic machining. Likewise, then the tool materials, for this tool there are some specific materials that we can use. That is nothing but very soft material like copper, brass, mild steel, etc. For the tool we don't need to have any hard material. Very soft material like copper, brass, mild steel we can use as a tool here. Okay, then next parameter for ultrasonic machining, that is nothing but MRR, material removal rate, which is also denoted by Q, and which is equal to, okay, which is directly proportional to, not directly equal to, V into Z into F. Okay, the material removal rate is directly proportional to V into Z into F, where F is frequency, okay, then Z is number of particles making impact per cycle. Here are the abrasive particles, okay, and that particles making impact per cycle. So how much particles? Number of abrasive particles, okay, number of abrasive particles that making impact per cycle. This is nothing but Z. Then V is nothing but volume of material. Okay, V is nothing but volume of material dislodged or impact. Dislodged or impact means how much volume of material here that is impacted or dislodged. Okay, depending on that. Okay, so material removal rate will directly proportional to that also. Material removal rate is directly proportional to number of particles making impact, and again material removal rate is directly proportional to frequency also. So three parameters are there, and both three parameters, if any one parameter will going to increase, ultimately the MRR will increase. Okay, so as simple as that. Q is directly proportional to V into Z into F, that is volume of getting impact. Then Z is number of particles, that abrasive particles making impact per cycle, and F is frequency. Okay, then next is tool feed. Okay, tool feed, that we have to feed this tool per revolution or per second. So what is that? That is nothing but 0.1 mm per second. Okay, this tool feed will be 0.1 mm per second. I am giving you all these values are general values. Okay, generally these values will be there, but if in numerical there is specific value like 0.2 mm per second or etc etc, so you have to take that value. Okay, then next parameter is nothing but maximum gap. Here there is gap, okay, between tool and workpiece, so that maximum gap will be 25 to 40 micrometer. Okay, that maximum that gap can be handled, that is nothing but 25 to 40 micrometer, and our amplitude will be 50 to 150 micrometer. So if maximum gap is 40 micrometer, then also amplitude is 50 micrometer, so ultimately 10 microns of depth will be generated. Okay, so that's why the amplitude is higher as compared to the gap. Okay, then next parameter is L by D ratio, that is up to 3 only. L by D ratio is up to 3 only. What is L by D? L is nothing but length of hole that we can create, and D is nothing but diameter of hole. Okay, so L by D ratio that we can reach up to 3 only. After that, here the edges will be curved and the hole will not have cylindrical surface, etc etc. There are number of limitations after 3. Okay, so that's why L by D ratio is fixed 3. Up to 3 only we can use ultrasonic machining. Okay, these are number of parameters of ultrasonic machining that we have discussed, and now we will move towards another parameters also. Just wait. Yes. So what are the next parameters? Like extremely hard materials like carbides, glass, ceramics, tool steels, titanium, quartz, etc. can be machined. For by ultrasonic machining, extremely hard materials like quartz, glass, and etc. that we can machine with the help of ultrasonic machining. Okay, hard materials we can machine with the ultrasonic machining. This is advantage of ultrasonic machining. Then next is metal removal rate. Metal removal cost is low, means for making the machining operation, that cost is low. Cost is also low, so ultimately this is also plus point, but it is only operating cost we are talking about, not an initial investment. Okay, then next is machine component is stress free. As we are not developing any stress here, we are only imparting vibrations and abrasive slurry. Because of that the metal cutting action is happening, that's why there is no any stress developed in workpiece. Okay, this is plus point. In case of casting, in case of forging, in case of machining on lathe machine or milling machine also, there some stresses are developed on surface or at interior. Okay, but as ultrasonic machining we are going to use, there is stress free workpiece. Then next is safer operation. Here nothing, there is any knife edge tool and etc etc, there is no any at the high speed revolutions and etc. That's why the operation is too much safer. In case of lathe machine, that job will rotate very high speed and that tool is also have knife edge, so there may be chances that accident may happen, but here nothing such a that. That's why the safer operation. Then good surface finish. Surface finish will also be good, because as we are using abrasive slurry here for cutting action, ultimately MRR is not that much higher, but we will get the surface finish which is good. Okay, then this is what about I have taken for ultrasonic machining for today's lecture, and now we will move towards bonus points for today's lecture. Okay, if you have enjoyed my session, then please like, share and subscribe. And I am trying to reduce the length of session, that's why I have taken only one machining process for one session, and I have completed that. Now we will move with bonus point. What are the bonus points for today's lecture? That is, MRR is low up to 13 mm cube per second. Okay, MRR, as I said you earlier that we are using abrasive slurry, so ultimately MRR will be low, and that is only have value of 13 mm cube per second. Okay, very low value it is. 13 mm cube means which is very small value. Then soft materials are difficult to machine, as tool is also soft, and what happens, because in case of soft materials, that abrasive particles will unable to cut or unable to dislodge that material. Okay, that's why the soft materials are difficult to machine by ultrasonic machining. Then next is limited size of cavity can be machined. Only limited size of cavity, as L by D ratio we have, that L by D ratio is limited up to 3 only. That's why the limited size of cavity we can machine. Then next is power consumption is too much high, as we have to supply very high amplitude and very high frequency, so we have to supply more power, so ultimately the power consumption is high. So these are some disadvantages that I have taken as a bonus point for today's lecture, because these are too much important, that MRR, then power consumption, then soft material and that points. Okay, so note down these all points, and if you have any confusion, then let me know in comment box. Please like, share and subscribe, and in next lecture I will come up with electric discharge machine. So up till now we will meet again. Thank you friends.